Good morning, viewers all over the world. Welcome to your Bunga program. As it a break from north, east, west, and south, on top of this, your Bunga TV. Wisdom Yacht Television with me, your brother Ambassador Rochimi Olilua, son of the prophet, cast the man where is the weekend. How na day open enjoy on our weekend very well. You know, see on top of this program now here with the pieces and the breakdown, the slides and we go come rearrange and bring and come back to life. See how the team be. I bet no put Nigeria matter for head though, because if you put Nigeria matter for head, you die, you buy and say you don't go be that too. The time where this country go better. Me and you go there to take witness the betterment of the country. But to be our rider today, Ajadi come out, don't blow federal government grammar, no be small grammar, because upon waiting the shell on this minimum wage or living wage, whether they talk, federal government promise TUC, NLC living wage. But now minimum wage that they promise them, but Ajadi don't come out say, make governors, senators, rep, make them through the collect 62,000 naira. I laugh as minimum wage. Every month, governor will be saying they go out like this, almost 10 cars, 10 convoys, go follow the governor. You know how much them go talk say them one trip be. If they come back, they talk say na 500 million they spent for one trip. Say now that governor go talk say made them they give them 62,000. The governor they collect millions of naira. Rep they collect millions of naira. And rep they collect, the senator they collect millions of naira. At the end of the day, rep member, senate member, they come and say 62,000 go cripple the economy of Nigeria. That will not be wickedness. I bet my fellow country people, make una hear waiting this pastor talk, this reverend, for this Nigeria. In fact, with waiting I see say this reverend talk, I respect this reverend more than those known reverend, known pastor we say we don't know for this country. We know if we come out, come in, contempt federal government say, people they hungry, they wire people, make una do policy wey be say it go make relief come to the masses. May we go here waiting the reverend talk. Engineer, bring them up.
I have been sick of this problem. I have been sick of this controversy over living wage or minimum wage. And I believe that something is seriously wrong with the heads of many of our leaders. How can anyone who earns 200,000, 300,000, 400,000, 500,000, not to talk of people who earn 1 million, 2 million, how can they go to sleep in good conscience every day? How can they go to sleep in good conscience and come out to sit down in a boardroom to discuss the sustainability or otherwise of paying 60,000 to the poorest of workers? How can we go to bed and sleep, all those who belong to the elite, who earn 2, 3, 4, 500,000, 1 million? How can you go to sleep in good conscience, I say, if you still have any conscience? How can you go to sleep in good conscience and come out to be debating? I hear people on TV, I watch people on TV, experts, economic experts, corporate executives, government officials, who are taking home more than $1 million in a month. And they are there arguing that 60,000 or over will destroy the economy, is not sustainable. How wicked! You give 60,000 to a poor worker, a poor worker who may have a family of 2 or 3 or 4, for his feeding, for his accommodation, for his house rent, for his medical care, for his children's school fees. How wicked! How blind! How can we do that? And we think that God will bless our country? We think that it is by bringing a new national anthem for God to bless our country? How can you commit this crime against humanity? For me, this is a crime against humanity. Because the poor people who cannot afford to buy gari, I'm not saying they will buy that they are to buy sardine. I'm saying buy gari, poor people who cannot buy gari. I'm not talking of meat or fish. Poor people are dying because they have no money to cure malaria. How can you go to sleep in good conscience? Those of us who belong to the elite, how can we go to sleep with good conscience and we are debating and we are discussing and we vote 500 million naira to meet and debate about paying 60,000 to the poor? My dear friends, I see this as a new form of apartheid. Nigeria is one of the most unequal societies in the entire world. A society where it's like the animal farm. A society where we have conspicuously rich people, people who are living in conspicuous consumption, and others who are in deplorable, dehumanizing poverty. If you have somebody in this country that takes home 1 million naira, I mean 1 million, I'm not talking of 30 million naira, 1 million naira in the month, and he can open his mouth to be part of a discussion about the poor getting 60,000 naira. I say anyone who earns up to 1 million naira in the month should keep his or her mouth shut when he hears them debating about taking 60,000 for the poor. More than 60 years after independence, we are running an apartheid society. This time it's not racial apartheid, it's economic apartheid. We are running an apartheid society of people of conspicuous consumption, flying in private jets around at government expense, people who are riding 4, 5, 6, 7 SUVs with pilot vehicles, chasing the poor out of the road, and poor people, you are debating, you are discussing, you are over 60,000 for the poor. You insult the poor by saying 30,000, and later you say 48,000, and now you say 60,000, and you pay more than 60,000, you come out with 62,000. You insult poor Nigerians. I say there is hardly any society I know that is as divided as the Nigerian society. And a society that is so divided is just sitting on a keg of gunpowder. I have warned here before that the revenge of the poor is at the corner.
I understand personally with the opinion of the trade union, but why would you go to media and say a salary of political office holders, National Assembly of that matter? I don't receive the money that they publish in the front pages of newspaper in the name of advocating for your standard living condition. Don't give wrong and lie information about institutions. Is done inside the public against. We are concerned about the trade union, but Mr. Speaker, we should be more concerned about the over 2 million Nigerian population who are suffering, 200 million who are suffering, who doesn't have food to eat, who cannot buy kerosene, who cannot pay school fees for their children, who doesn't have shelter to stay at home. We should remember, we must be proactive, hold that bill, adjust it, call for public hearing, stakeholders should consider that. If we have done our job, federal government will not be doing what they are doing now. But the crisis of commodities in market, the standard living of the condition of the people is sympathetic. So it is very terrible. And here we are, fighting for trade union living condition. I agree, they constitute 13% of the population of this country. But go to equity with clean hands. Do not, in doing that, suffocate sectors like hospitals, where if it is not run, Nigerians will lose their lives. The primary responsibility of government is protecting the life and properties of its people. If the action of trade union, which is legitimate, negate those essential services, I don't think they will be doing fair to the people of this country.
Madaki stopped.
Welcome back. You now don't hear waiting that reverend they talk on top of waiting the shell. You see all this, our senators said. Some of them, that man express his feelings, and you see a Akpabio, rubber stamp Senate president, as in they say, okay, they try to shut that man up. Say the thing where they don't talk, he don't do too much. You remember that woman we talk say, waiting that they celebrate 25 years of democracy for. Akpabio they tell and say, now that democracy bring you to that seat. The woman they talk say our people they hungry. Akpabio no one agree hear that word. We believe say one day God intervention will come on this country. On top of those people we know want this country better. I better make a go business of the day. I did daily trust to waiting at the sea. Governors spend billions on car for lawmakers. So his misplacement of priority. Activists, I thought that one will see SO. Down on the page 4, of the Daily Trust paper and I spent billions of money on top of una car, na just the right billion. But to pay 62,000, na thought saying na wahala. The thing I see here, I saved Tinubu political career, na Atiku reply Shetima for that one. No, say the thing where you dey enjoy. Now me save Tinubu. That one they page 14, page 13 of the Daily Trust paper. Go make una go read and there. Northern Elder asked federal government to create pastoralist commission. No, that one they page 6 of the Daily Trust paper. Me na go read it to read. I don't enter news direct to. Lagos Abeokuta Express way repair stalled month after fake approval. Angry commuter motorists order demand immediate action as road condition worsen. That one they page 4, but they don't approve them. Waiting on the delay that project. Nigeria, my country. If not military regime now, as they talk and say this road they must start them. That day, don't where they announce that day they go start them. If you now want to tell me, I go to page 4 of the News Direct paper. Operation of Dangote refinery has put to shame the tractors. That one, Akpabio thought that one for page 4. Akpabio, you no get shame at all. I'm sorry to have used that language. Though. Nigerian refinery, anything no work. Now when they hate Dangote refinery, will work because when I get chair, we now go to collect for that place. When I go to page 4 of the News Direct paper, when I go read it to read there. SACS CBN workers fought SACS. Seek restatement. That one they page 7 of the News Direct paper. When I go read it to read there. I don't enter the poncho. Foods leads as imports each 12 trillion naira. Manufacturer import 1.5 trillion. Raw material food import lump 921 billion naira. Nigerian gets 19 trillion naira forex from crude oil, solid mineral export. Now others, that one they page 2, the person we talk about the story. That one they page 2 of the Punch paper. Men are going to read it to read there. Rep to meet governor as Borno opposes state police for page 7 of the Punch paper. Men are going to read it to read there. Which I still see. Local refinery may crash petrol price to 300 naira per liter. Now modular refinery. I thought that one for page 25 of the Punch paper. Go read it to read there. I don't go Nigerian Tribunal, which I see. Anti-open grazing bill. Meyeti Allah, Pandev, Ohaneze in fresh rule. Lawyers insist on proposed law. Farmers others crisis threat to corporate existence of Nigeria. Now, CUPP, I thought that one for page 22 of the Nigerian Tribunal paper. Soldiers killing. Army raid IPOBs. Camps in Abia kill 6. That one, they page 17. Of the Nigerian Tribune paper. Amateku commander wants outfit upgraded to state police. That one they page 26. So men are going to read it to read there. Kwara female pregnant committed suicide in Medina. Saudi atrocities. Now then third that one for page 2 of the Nigerian Tribune paper. And then New Telegraph instruction neglect, poor investment, order liable for power crisis. Now expert order one for page 2 and page 8 of the New Telegraph. See our rider here. Governors on minimum wage, governors, senators, rep should also earn 62,000 naira. Now Mbaka and Ajadi, 9th one for page 4, page 26 and page 29 of the New Telegraph paper. Men are going to read it to read there. Daily Sun, I did Daily Sun. Minimum wage, labor adamant on 250,000 naira. Says Tinubu response will determine next step of action. That one, the page 6 of the Daily Sun paper. Constitution review, rep mole creation of state, receive 14 proposal. Lawmaker group demand Olu Okun Katagum Ibadan state. That one, the page 6 of the Daily Trust paper. IPOB disown alleged referendum plan in Southeast. To that one, the page 26 of the Daily Sun paper. Men are going to read it already there. I don't enter this day, so waiting this day they talk. Bagudu, 62,000 naira recommended for wage in national interest based on economy reality. Nigeria, 7 others nation demand immediate halt of army supply to Israel. That one day, the front page of this paper. Men are going to read it to read there. I don't enter leadership. But leadership they talk. Electricity tariff, life-saving service, threatening in teaching hospital. We pay between 2.5 million and 4 million daily to Discoso. CMD lamento. Stakeholders seek special tariff regime for health sector. Lagos government switch hospital to own power plant. That one dey point 4 of the leadership paper. May not go read the tori there. Within I still see National Assembly vows to protect 650,000 BPD Dangote refinery. That one day, the front page of the leadership paper. May not go read the tori there. Niger Delta ex-agitator beg for increase in amnesty stipends. That one day page 26. So another Elder 6 National Pastoralistic Commission. That one day page 6. Nigerian US discuss climate funding for green industrial push. That one day page 7 of the leadership paper. May not go read the tori there. I say Gaza, Nigeria backs within ceasefire proposal. That one day page 16 of the leadership paper. May not go read it to read there. Now no say now one company be our sponsor. Wisdom Yard Nigeria Limited, the producer of Nokwa Abba Mission, Nokwa Abba Vita, Nokwa Abba Tonic. Now them be our sponsor. Shout out and kudos to our Gabadata at the top, the person of Dr. Prince Adeleke Noah Oshin. Ajalaku sang by the transformer for those boys. Maybe say they don't get electricity. I bet my engineer bring her up. May we go see what with the sir.
When life breaks into the beautiful splendor of nature, and the kids can't just resist the temptation to explore to its zenith with the full assurance that the perfect backup is on the way for a perfect refilling. Nokpa, we always come to the rescue anytime, anywhere, any day, anyway, anyhow, round the clock. Your family just can't get a better companion aside Nokpa. Nokpa Abba Mixture, your family's best bet.
With Nokpa, healthy living is guaranteed for me and my family.
Nokpa for management of power.
Welcome back to Nagwanga program as the break. Where I don't enter the Guardian. No, rising cost borrowing, economy intrudes of credit squeeze. Short 7.1 trillion naira in 3 months. Hey, that was the page 6 of the Guardian paper. Men are going to read it to read there. Lagos AG asked courts to discontinue 1.35 billion naira EFCC case. That one they page 6. So another elders first lawmaker offer solution to open grazing. That one they page 26 of the Guardian paper. Within I see the see custom generates 1.09 billion in 90 days from vehicle regularization. That one day the front page and page 4 of the Guardian paper. Make una go read it to read there. I don't enter the Daily Times, so no cause for alarm over Nigerians' debt profile. But other one says nothing wrong with obtaining loan if used judicially for development project. That one they page 3 of the Daily Times paper. I did vagando. Experts see danger around minimum wage battle. Presidency NAS will determine our next line of action. Now Labour third one alleged conspiracy between governors and OPS. ITUC writes Akpabio for labeling strike as act of economic sabotage. Governors, senators, reps should also earn 62,000 minimum wage. Now back at other one for page 5 of the Vanguard paper. When I go read it to read there. Airfare prices skyrocket distorts traveling plan. That one the page 9 of the Vanguard paper. How Jonathan wife orders first wiki on rivers. Now Clark 9th other one for page 12 of the Vanguard paper. May not go read it to read there. I did business day, waiting business day. They talk last but not the least. So stocks defy rate hike to gain 15.25 trillion in 5 months to Geregu Power, Dangote Cement, Bua Drive Rally, April may perform shows market losing streams. That one, the auto read the front page of the Business Day paper. Now so we go see I'm on top of this Ogbonge program as they break from north, east, west and south. I beg. I the one on no put Nigeria matter for head though. So you know go die before your time. The time where this country go die, I go better. Now me and you go there to take witness the betterment of the country. Till we see, same time tomorrow. I beg. Bye bye you.